rather play Cam Ward, who's just figuring stuff out, than Week 16 Cam Ward. Same with Bo Nix. Now we're like, all right, Bo Nix is in the tail end of year 2. Geno is going to have it all figured out. You know, I would rather have the new quarterbacks early on in the year rather than late. I don't view that as super soft.
Okay, well,
maybe it
if
is.
Playing the Titans isn't soft, then there are no soft games. I mean,
I hear you. He's still a rookie, and he's still.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with your general.
I would rather play Jaden Daniels early in the year than late.
I get that, but it's still not. It's still Cam Ward as a rookie,
and it's still
Geno,
and it's still like
I know Nick loves him. But,
I mean, I just again like I agree with your general point, which is young quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Theoretically, you'd rather play them early than late.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of young quarterbacks who we have seen get off to blazing hot first 6-week starts, and then there's more film, they get more figured out, and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean, they're easier. But I think we agree the toughest teams the Chiefs play are before the bye, and their schedule is really incredibly difficult before the bye and much easier after the bye. And I love it. And I think the Eagles game will be raucous and with something really to prove for Kansas City. And by the way, they can lose that game. They could lose that game. But I like where that is as well.
I agree that obviously it's tougher at the beginning. I don't think it's a cakewalk at the end. Now, Tennessee,
I'm
Denver,
not saying it's a cakewalk, but just compared to what they have the rest of the way.
Yeah, but, you know, Houston and the Chargers. Like, I really like the Chargers. I think at worst, bad start, I think at worst they're 2-2, at worst. I do think the Chargers could beat them in Brazil. The Chargers, you know, we know Harbaugh wants to run. They upgrade their running back room greatly. I mean, they drafted the kid Hampton. They got Najee Harris. You know, defensively, he worked wonders with them a year ago, took them from one of the bottom 10 defenses to the number 1 defense. I'm thinking they're going to be even a little better, or at least as good defensively. Philly, of course, could be a loss. I think they'll split at worst. Again, they'll beat the Giants clearly, but they could split with Philly or Baltimore. But I think at worst they're 2-2. They beat the Jags, so you're 3-2 at worst. I think the Lions, while I think they'll be good, I think there's going to be a drop-off.
Lions schedule's brutal.
A little bit of a drop-off.
Let me add one Lions fact. Jared Goff, you can fact check me on this, Josh, but I'm almost certain I'm right, is the only quarterback in the league Mahomes has played more than once and never beaten. Now, it's just 0-2, but he is 0-2 against Goff. The classic 54-51 on Monday night, Mahomes' first year as a starter, and then the home opener the other day. Do you have something you want to add?
No.
All right. I would like to add something.
Okay.
You guys see these schedule release videos?
Yes.
Yeah, they're interesting.
2 of them.
Yeah,
they're
cool.
cool.
Pretty good. They're pretty smart, pretty well done. There's a theme across some of these AFC West teams' videos. I think it's fun to mock the Chiefs.
Oh, I didn't see
I don't know which one we want to play. So the Raiders and the Chargers both got in on the fun. I don't know. The Raiders, this is how they announced that they were playing the Chiefs. They had flags come out of nowhere. That was to tell the world they're playing the Chiefs.
I do like Penn and Teller.
And that's the Chiefs announcement. And the Chargers, on the other hand, who of course can't do any Minecrafting about their own Super Bowl appearances because the last time they were in a Super Bowl, they were getting beaten by 50 with Bobby Ross as their head coach. They are taking pride in the Eagles beating the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I don't totally understand
That's odd.
It is odd.
That's not you.
Exactly. You accomplish nothing. And so I say all that to say this. The board, please.
What'd the Broncos do?
Broncos were too busy talking all offseason. Sean Payton. Broncos didn't do anything. But sadly, the Raiders and the Chargers, with this schedule release mockery, has made the revenge season bulletin board. I'm dropping tax. Luckily, my suit's fine. Yeah. So and listen, you guys know I'm a Raiders guy this year. I think Geno and Ashton Genty and Pete Carroll are going to be good. Huh. But yeah, we have new additions to the board.
Okay. More on the schedule in a second. 112 days until kickoff. The Bud List, a special.
You mailing it in,
edition. No.
Okay.
Right here on FS1, the Fox Sports Channel, Sirius XM.